Hi Cambridge class, this is your last place value lesson this week. The step that we're going to look at today is ordering numbers, so we know which numbers are bigger or smaller. We've now got to put more than 2 in an order, either from smallest or biggest. So we've got the digits 5, 9, 4, 1, 3. What's the biggest possible number we can make, and what's the smallest possible number we can make? Have a little think. Okay, so to make the biggest possible number, I'm going to need to use the biggest digit at the beginning. So I've got 9 tens of thousands, and then I need to have 5 thousands, 4 hundreds, 3 tens, and 1 1. To make the smallest number possible, I need to have the smallest digit first. 1 tens of thousands, 3 thousands, 4 hundreds, 5 tens, and 9 ones. So my biggest number is 95,431 and my smallest number is 13,459. For the next question, I've got to put the numbers in ascending order. Think about what ascending means. I can ascend the stairs. That means I'm going to go up the stairs. So I've got to put my lowest number first, my smallest number first, and then get bigger. So I need to write down what each number is actually worth. I'm going to add up all of these to start with. I've got 6 tens of thousands. I've got 3 thousands, 3 hundreds, 1 10, and 1 1. Now I need to add these two numbers together to see what the total number is. This is a part whole model. My whole goes at the top, and these are the two parts that add together to make my whole. So I've got 3 tens of thousands and 3 tens of thousands. That's 6 tens of thousands. I've got 2 thousands and 1 thousand. That's 3 thousands. I've got 100 and 2 hundreds. That's 3 hundreds. I've got 3 tens and no tens. That's 3 tens. And I've got no ones plus 2 ones. That's 2 ones. And over here, to squash it together, I have got, let's move that out of the way, 63,320. So I've got 63,000, 63,000, 63,000, 300s, 300s, 300s. Let's look at my tens column. I've got 1 10, 3 tens, and 2 tens. So this has only got 1 10, which means this is the smallest number. 63,311 is the smallest number. This has got 2 tens and this has got 3 tens. So 63,320 is the second, and then the biggest number is 63,332. Okay, let's move on. Write the numbers in order, starting with the smallest. Sometimes it's easier to order the numbers because they have a different number of digits. Sometimes if you've got 6 numbers and they've all got 4 digits, it can be quite difficult to order them, especially if they've got the same digits in a lot of places. But if they've got a different number of digits, it's a lot easier. So for example, here we've got 9,908, 972, 99 and 90,000. Let's start with the smallest. So this is quite clearly the smallest. 99 is smaller. And I'm going to cross it out because I've used it. Now I've got 2 numbers that have got 3 digits each. I've got 908, 972. They've both got 900s. This one's got no tens and this one's got 7 tens. So 908 is smaller. 972 is next. And now I've got two numbers left, 9,000 which has got 4 digits and 90,000 which has got 5 digits. So my 4-digit number is smaller and my 5-digit number is the biggest. For the next one, I've got to do the same thing, start with the smallest number and put them in order. Here I've got quite a lot of similar digit numbers. I've got 2-digit numbers and 3-digit numbers. So it just means I've got to look a little bit harder. Start with the smallest. I'm going to look at the 2-digit numbers first. 27 is the smallest number. 72 is next. Then I've got 5 3-digit numbers. So I'm going to have a look at the hundreds number. 700s, 500s, 900s. So 576, 700, and then 907 is the biggest number. Okay, so this time the digits are all the same. They've all got 4 digits. They've all got thousands, hundreds, tens and ones. So we've got to look a little bit harder. They've all got 7 thousands. So we're going to have a look at the hundreds column. If the hundreds are the same, like they are here, we move on and look at the tens column. Pause the video and see if you can write them from smallest to biggest and then biggest to smallest. It says, what do you notice about your answers? Okay, so ordering from smallest to biggest to start with. So they've got 7,000s, these have got 900s, these have got no hundreds, so these two are the smaller ones. I'm going to look at the tens column now. This one's got 9 tens, this one's got 6 tens. So 6 tens is smaller, 7,069, which means 7,096 is next. Now I'm comparing these two. They've both got 7,000s and 900s, but this one's got no tens and this one's got 6 tens. So 7,906 is smaller, and then 7,960 is the biggest number. From biggest to smallest, I've just got to reverse them. 7,960 is biggest, 7,906 is next, 7,096 is next, and 7,069 is the smallest number. What do you notice about your answers to part A and part B? Well, they are actually just in reverse order. Okay, we're going to order now these numbers. So again, they've got the same number of digits. They've all got 6 digits in the numbers. And they are house prices. So this house costs $310,675. This house costs $201,770. This house costs £312,075, and this house costs £309,075. You've got to put them in order from the least expensive, so the cheapest, to the most expensive, so the dearest. The smallest amount first. They've all got 6 digits, so we need to look at the first digit. They've got, that's a 3, a 2, a 3 and a 3. So the cheapest one is going to be 201,770. See if you can pause the video and do the next 3 from the cheapest to the most expensive. Okay, now I need to compare the remaining 3. The 3 left have got 3 hundreds of thousands, so I'm going to move on to the tens of thousands digit. That's got 1 tens of thousands, this has got 1 tens of thousands, but this hasn't got any, so that's the smaller one. 309,075 is next. I'm then left with 2 numbers. They've both got 300,000s and 1 ten of thousands, 300,000 and 1 ten of thousands. This has got 2 thousands. that hasn't got any thousands. So 310,675 is next, and the most expensive house, the highest amount of money, is 312,075. Okay, put these numbers now in order from smallest to biggest. They've all got 6 digits, so start by looking at the first digit, the hundred thousands digit, and if you see two that have got the same, move on to the next column, which is the tens of thousands digit. Have a go and see if you can be a real whiz and do this really quickly. Okay, smallest first. I can see this one's only got 4 hundreds of thousands. So I'm now comparing these. There's 5 hundreds of thousands, 5 hundreds of thousands, 7 hundreds of thousands. I need to compare these two. This has got 5 tens of thousands. This has got 7 tens of thousands. So this number, 557,450, is smaller. And then 575,540 is bigger. And the biggest number is 755,540. Okay, here's your challenge. Here are 5-digit cards, 8, 5, 7, 4 and 9. How many different 5-digit numbers can you make between 50,000 and 55,000 using the digit cards? And then when you've found them all, can you write them in descending order? Picture yourself descending the stairs, going down the stairs. So you've got to start with the biggest number and get smaller. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so I've got to obviously start with 5 tens of thousands. I can't have 58,000 or 57,000 or 59,000 because they're all bigger than 55,000. So I've got to have 54,000. But then the other 3 digits can be in any order. So I could have 54,879. I could have 54,789. 54,897. Let's change it to a comma. So I've just switched the 7 and the 9 round to make a 9 and a 7 there. I could switch the 8 and the 9 round, so 54,798. And then what I haven't got after the 4 is a 9, so 54,987. And then I can switch the 8 and the 7 round to 54,978. Okay, so there's 6 possible numbers that are between 50,000 and 55,000. And I need to put them in descending order, so going down from the biggest. So they've all got 54,000s. I need to now look at the hundreds number. So 800s, 700s, 800s, 700s, 900s, 900s. Got to compare these two 700 numbers and see which is the biggest. Oh, sorry, I need to start with the biggest number. So 2 with the hundreds are going to be the biggest. That's got 8 tens, that's only got 7 tens. So this is the biggest number. 54,987 is the biggest, followed by 54,978. I now need to look at the remaining 4 numbers. So I've got 54,000 for them all. These have got 800s, 700s, 800s, 700s. I need to compare the 2 with the 800s and see which is the biggest. This has got 7 tens. This one's got 9 tens, so this one is bigger. 54,000, 897, followed by 54,879. So we're getting smaller and smaller. Now comparing the two numbers that have got 700s. This one's got 8 tens, this one's got 9 tens. So 54,798 is bigger, and your smallest number is 54,789. So they're getting smaller, descending order, getting smaller, as if you're going down the stairs. Okay, use these numbers to label the number line. So as you can see, we've got 60,000 over here, 70,000 over here, and there's 10 jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The difference between 60,000 and 70,000 is 10,000, and there's 10 jumps, which means it's going up in thousands. So it might be helpful to write on here what each line represents. 61,000, 62,000, 63,000, 64,000, 65,000, 66,000, 67,000, 68,000, 69,000, and then 70,000. Pause the video and see if you can place the numbers on the number line correctly. Okay, so over here I can see 61,800. That's going to be between 61,000 and 62,000. So that's going to go over here, 61,800 on that first arrow. Here my arrow is between 63,000 and 64,000. It's got to be 63,000 and something. So it's going to have to be this one, 63,570. Here my arrow is between 64,000 and 65,000, which is going to be this one, 64,450. And this arrow is between 67,000 and 68,000. This is my last one, 67,550. Ooh, a final challenge. Using the digit cards 0 to 9, create 3 different 5-digit numbers that fit the following clues. The digit in the hundreds column and the ones column have a difference of 2. So for example, 5 and 7 have a difference of 2, 2 and 0 have a difference of 2, 9 and 7 have a difference of 2, 8 and 6 have a difference of 2. If you take one away from the other, your answer is 2, so they've got a difference of 2. The digit in the hundreds column and the 10,000s column has a difference of 2. And the sum of all the digits, of all the 5 digits, totals 19. So if I have 11,101, 1 add 1 add 1 add 1 add 1 equals 5. So the sum of my digits would equal 5, but they've got to equal 19. Pause the video and see if you can solve this really tricky final challenge. Okay, let's see if you've got any of these answers here. Got 47,260. So let's just check. Digit in the hundreds column, which is this one, and the ones column, which is this one, have a difference of 2. 2 take away 0 is 2, so that would work. The digit in the hundreds column, which is this one, and the 10,000s column have a difference of 2. They do, because 4 take away 2 is 2. The sum of all the digits total 19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That works. If you didn't understand the challenge before, but now you do, Pause the video again and see if you can find a different answer. Okay, you can also have 56,341, 18,325, 20,476. Well done, Cambridge class, and next week Miss Hawke will be teaching you some math lessons. See you later.